And now it's time for Let's Get Cozy with Larry Wargo and Louis Falcon. And now your host, Larry Wargo.
Hello and welcome to Let's Get Cozy with Larry Wargo. I am your host, Larry Wargo. You all know my co-host, Lou. Lou?
Thank you. Good evening to be here, and happiness to all of you, Ash.
Okay, well, today we are getting cozy with a friend of ours named Peter Hoffer. Peter, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, it's our pleasure, really. Peter is a relief printer, correct?
That's right.
Or a printmaker?
A printmaker general.
Okay, and you teach here at Marywood University?
Yes, I do.
Okay, how do you like that? Is it fun?
Oh, it's exciting. It's wonderful.
Excellent. Now, okay. Now, why don't you explain a little bit about what relief printing is? Because not a lot of people, and I know that's part of the way I came on the show, to kind of inform the public about relief printing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what exactly it is.
Well, relief printing is probably the oldest printmaking process.
Really?
Most people have done it. Form of it: lino cut, wood cut.
Yes.
Maybe they stamped. Maybe they inked up their hand and they stamped, their cave wall, something like that.
Now you got my ear.
Good, for sure. So it's kind of a basic process. Most people have done a lino cut, maybe a potato print, something like that.
Yes, I think I did one in grade school.
Yes, you probably did.
Yeah, I did a rheubarb print, but it rotted before I could use it.
Rhubarb?
Rhubarb print's popular in my area.
He's crazy. Anyway, go ahead. I guess this has been used in all forms of public, like right here we have a Harper's Weekly.
That's right.
And now you didn't do this.
That's an actual issue from. That's an actual issue of Harper's Weekly that was printed in this case it was 1879.
I feel scared.
And that's a Thomas Nast image. Thomas Nast was a very famous cartoonist in his day, and he's famous for popularizing the Republican elephant and the Democratic donkey, and he was instrumental in running out Boss Tweed, and the Tammany Hall gang. And
that bastard.
Yes, he was very famous artist in his day. He made like $100,000 a year, and which was big bucks.
They didn't even pay me that this show.
I get it. Yeah. You know, one thing you're forgetting to mention here, Peter, or maybe you're leading up to it, I don't know, is the word nasty is based on Thomas Nast's satirizing of people.
Sure. There could be a connection.
No, there really is. I'm not lying.
Yeah,
I'm embarrassed.
No, I know my facts.
Right.
Anyway, so this has been a very important process in just the creation
in commercial printing.
Yes,
commercial applications. Of course, all these processes sooner or later get obsolete, and then fine artists, gallery artists, so on, pick them up and carry them on. So as a printmaker, this is the sort of thing I do that's commercially obsolete.
And on the subject of what you do, why don't you show us a few things, some relief printing. Now, you do big, huge color things, and you do small, little black and white. Right?
Yes, I do. I don't know which ones we want to show first.
We can
maybe some of the, that's a later print there. This is something that I've been doing the last couple of years, a very colorful series.
You're sure right.
And they're block prints, but essentially they're like a jigsaw puzzle. I make an image, or I make an overall design, then I cut it up into different sections, and after I cut up into these sections, and I'll make each piece individually, I'll place them back together on the press as a jigsaw puzzle pieces.
So each different piece of color is a different block?
Generally, except the one we just looked at, not this one, but the one after this, is done. It's a little more painterly. Each block was not printed just one time. So it's some of these blocks are printed just sort of as a one-shot thing. Each piece is inked up once and printed, and sometimes, for instance, in this case, I've combined this with silk screening as well. That's another printmaking process.
Now, does that? I was going to say, does that throw the whole relief printing thing out? Or
no, not necessarily, because that was I did some of the color. Some of it is done as screen printing, silk screening. Most people know it as silk screening. And I did that first, and then on top of that, I printed the wood block image.
Okay, we're back on. Do you want to share the
sort of a mixed media thing, but this is the kind of block that I use right here. And
what did that one do?
As you see, it comes apart in these sections. And this is a material called Barra board. It's kind of a rather thick, compressed composite board that's used in
where do you get that stuff?
Cabinetry and so on. Well, you get it over there at the maintenance building, or maintenance, as we
You
sometimes.
stole it from the maintenance building?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yes. And,
I think I'm covering something here, Lou.
well, actually, I did pay for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
Damn.
so as you see, these are individual. This is part of a larger block, and I
Okay.
just brought this in as,
Oh,
as
this
an
is just
example.
a piece of it.
And yeah, this is a piece of a larger block, and you can see these pieces are cut into individual shapes, and then I can ink them individually, and then put them back together on the press and run the block through the press at one time. So there's a big advantage to this. I don't have a problem with registration. I can print all the color at one time. I don't have to worry about, repeated printings.
Right, right.
Wow.
Some more stuff.
But we have some things back here. We've got lots of.
Now, Larry, I don't normally like what's commonly referred to as abstracts, but this guy's good. I like these things.
Well, thank you, Lou.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Lou.
Yeah, right. You've had a chord.
It's hard to get affirmation,
Would you hand me that stack
especially when
of
you're
things
doing
you have
stuff
over there
like
to
this.
show, and I will
You like
show
to see
them.
some of this stuff over
Yes,
here?
we can get that on. I want to show it all. It's great.
Absolutely.
Okay.
This
Now,
is a book that you might be familiar with, Larry.
Yes, this is
Yeah,
the.
well, the one you have in hand, you're probably familiar with that as well.
Yes, this is the. I've read it several times.
Well, good.
I can't.
Did you
I can't
enjoy
tell you
it?
what it's about though, but this
It
is
is
a
pretty
book that you
deep.
did, right?
It's a book about Picasso, and the reason I'm showing this is that part of it was printed letterpress. The cover itself was printed letterpress.
Yes.
The inside's offset printed, which is a little different. But this was a book that I did prior to that one.
I just want to get a piece of the inside to forget that. But this is all hand printed. This book, correct?
No, it's not.
Oh, this
Some
wasn't.
of it is. This one though, Larry, right here. This one was all hand printed,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr.
I'll give you
Arnett.
some back.
and that was all printed letterpress.
Okay.
And I have a block from that book. This is one of the lino blocks.
Neato.
nice. Wow.
And this is all original artwork that you did in this?
Yes, it is.
Excellent.
Did you do it freehand?
Yeah, pretty much,
Wow,
Lou.
that's tough.
Yeah, it's not easy.
My
Takes a
uncle
long
can
time to
trace
learn this.
anything. I got an uncle down in the Bronx. He can trace anything beautifully. I can't.
Here comes this piece of paper. Now you have a show coming up, don't you?
Yes, I have.
Now why don't you tell us about that?
Well, the show's in Easton, and it's at a gallery called MCS Gallery.
Wow.
Okay. And will it be mostly this large color stuff? Or?
Yeah, it's going to be the more recent stuff. I'll have about
Excellent.
30 to 40 works in it.
Whoa. You have that
And,
many works?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You can never have enough works. You have to have them, in reserve, be ready for a show at any moment.
Yeah, that's my problem. I just do one and I forget about it. I don't like it.
Can I ask a question here?
Most certainly.
Yeah, please. What's the average profile of the person that likes to buy your work, Are they yuppies or stuff?
Yeah, do you have yuppies buying
Like
your
a lot of
stuff?
yuppies would buy it?
I almost
I'm
swore.
getting nervous. Okay.
Basically undereducated with a lot of money.
Excellent,
Undereducated.
excellent. So me, basically.
I don't know if you want to
come
put
from
yourself
money,
in that
yeah.
category.
I better buy some stuff then. What does it run, like $10, $15 or something?
It depends. We can make a deal. But,
Okay, all right.
in the neighborhood of $300 to $600.
Dollar?
Oh my God.
Framed.
I'll make
With
him
glass?
for me then. For a
Under
birthday
glass,
present.
too, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you get the whole
pretty
9
good.
yards.
Excellent. And when is that show coming up, just in case?
Oh, that's coming up next month, toward the end of next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which
It's kind of loose. I'm not sure myself right now.
it's just up in the air.
Yeah, it's next month in February.
Wonderful.
Yeah. There is an exact date, but I don't recall.
Yeah. Who cares really?
Yeah,
you know?
really.
It's going to be there. We don't do.
You planning on showing up?
Are you
Yeah,
going to
I'll
be
be
there
there
yourself?
myself,
Yeah,
and I
good.
hope you guys can make it too.
I'll
Never.
make it. I don't
No,
have
I mean-
legs, but I'll be there.
Yeah, we'll make it definitely.
Yeah.
I love this
well,
crap.
then I'll give you more, specific information.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
We'll tell our friends.
Okay,
You know
that'd be
what?
good.
You don't mind a lot of low-slung men like me from city areas, do you?
Very
Not at all.
nice,
It's desirable, actually.
good, yeah.
It adds color.
They're the
I have
people that buy
I've got a
stuff.
heart and soul.
That's
Is
right.
that
That's the
money?
market I'm looking for. That's the
Good.
target audience.
Good,
The
thank you.
ex-mobster weirdo. I mean, not mobster.
I'm
Anyway,
not a mobster anymore.
we've
Mr.
got to
Biggie.
go. But Peter, thank you very much.
Thank
for
you so
joining
much,
us.
Larry. Really, it was a lot
It
of
was
Thank
a
fun.
you.
pleasure learning about.
Yes, sir,
we
I
never got to talk
salute
about the
you.
shop.
No,
thing.
he didn't, but
Implements, right?
yeah.
Okay.
They're dangerous anyway.
But we'll be right back with Donna Corrigan right after this.
Yeah.